with gold dust for some reason.
That one?
Yes.
Guess who got eaten last night? Absolutely wrecked.
Is it your mother?
No, it was Goldberg.
Okay.
Goldberg, I mean Goldust.
Okay. Oh!
Like, Bray Wyatt just killed him, and then got like a wet wipe and just started scrubbing his face and going, Look! Look at his face! I'm gonna do this to you, Finn Balor!
This wrestling talk isn't supposed to make me sad.
See, luckily,
Bray Wyatt, I mean...
I never cared about Goldust.
I always care about Goldust. I don't give a flip.
I
don't think he's very good.
I don't give a flip about Bray Wyatt.
I think
they've ruined his character somewhat terrible.
Yeah.
I think Goldust is good as like king of the mid-carders, maybe.
When there was a period where I've told this story before, like a billion times, but there was a period where Goldust left the WWE, he was fired or something, probably, and he then went on the indies for a while. And this is why Cody Rhodes is the shit now, is because Goldust basically did this and kind of gave him the idea to do so.
Oh, look at him hiding!
Yeah. He went to the indies, became amazing, and then returned to the WWE.
I'd like you to provide sources for this, because the only thing I'm aware of close to that was when he went to TNA and became Black Rain and was garbage.
It was after that. It was way after that. It was basically, he came back, and as in the Rhodes thing, the Rhodes Dynasty, when it was him and Cody Rhodes teaming up. And he came back, basically had MMA gloves on, but still dressed up like a Goldust, and was actually like a funny weirdo. Like, he was so weird, and it was actually pretty good. And yeah, no, he was an alright with Cody Rhodes at that point. That was an amazing tag team. Look up Goldust Lucha Mask.
I might be looking up a guide for this stage, and I think we have to double back. We have to get the key, and that will unlock the door in the room that we just came from.
What key?
The key that's... You have to go across those floaty platforms.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Because there's some boxes here that I haven't got, and I can't get now.
Let's
just
see.
jump in there.
It's bringing up Goldust versus the Lucha Dragons. It's entirely Goldust versus the Lucha Dragons. Goldust is a champion. Goldust standing next to R-Truth.
Trying to say something actually relevant. Is that I think I may be in possession of the only photo evidence of this. Andy put up a picture of my picture of Goldust as a luchador.
I will grab
It's
you.
going to turn out to be fan art, isn't it?
No, I was going to put...
Oh, look!
I was going to put paint, like a paint picture of it, but when he came back to the WWE, they removed all his videos from the indies.
Another dumb platform we're not going to get
Is
to.
it this?
No.
Oh, good save. Good save.
No, all it's bringing up is Goldust in WWE and 24 karat gold King Homer.
I'm not saying he was...
14 karat gold!
I'm not saying he was...
Biggest man in the world
I'm
now.
not even saying he was good in the indies. All I'm saying was...
You're saying that he was good. You said that like 10 times.
I said he's good when he came back.
Alright.
Because he basically went, got a load of experience with people outside the WWE, and he came back and was better than he's ever been.
Isn't that one of the things, though, like... It's good to just go out and get experience from someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no.
This is the best game.
Oh, what did you do? What did you do?
Stomped instead of jumped. This is the best game.
It's this...
Oh, it's too icy.
Goodness, we're gonna have to do this again off camera.
Oh no.
It took me like 6 goes to get that sheep one right, and I had a list in front of me of where the targets were going to be.
And it wasn't ice.
These controls are not great.
You can just run. You just sidestep. Because that way you won't go off course. We got a life.
That's one of...
We got nothing.
That's one of those things where if you get, like, all of those penguins, you'll get the Gobbo in that room.
You get the Gobbo. This is just a 9BC.
Yeah, sorry about that. My stomach cramped and I felt like ass and I couldn't do shit.
Oh, I thought it was like you're just not happy that mini game is the turn that we took.
No, it was just...
Belly Jones.
But look at how happy and cute this game is, Connor.
I'm not annoyed.
You're gonna feel happier for it.
I love this game.
Speaking of annoyed, there was one of the
Yes!
worst episodes of Star Trek: The Next Generation, and so there's a what the moth.
Bit of backstory. As Simon and Connor walked through the door today, I was finishing editing an episode wherein Simon was talking about an episode of classic Star Trek.
Yeah.
Where Scotty apparently was going to hate women.
Oh no, we watched that episode!
Yeah.
Yes, and Simon recounted it.
Oh
Yeah,
no, we watched that after that!
No, we didn't.
Oh, didn't we?
No,
Oh, right, okay.
That's why I was talking about it.
Right.
And
But
why
no.
in each case you're like, that actually happens. That actually happened. So if you don't explode them as you go, instead just jump straight to the last one, and because you can jump on the first one easy. So if you, yeah. Oh no. But yeah.
Well, according to this thing, they're just gems anyway.
So yeah. So I recounted the whole thing of a really dumb episode of the original series. But anyway.
A dumb episode of The Next Generation, you say?
So well, this isn't going to be recounting the whole thing. It's pretty dumb, but in like a just. They really miscast and miswrote this role that they shouldn't have cast. They wanted to write like a rogue, but instead they just got like some douchebag, and he's just there, and everyone's talking about how cool he is.
Like Poochie.
Yeah, but anyway.
Is it Wesley
So
Crusher?
everyone loves that. Now Wesley loves this guy. Everyone loves this guy because he's so funny. So Data needs to learn about humor. So he goes to Guinan, who's the bartender, if you don't know. And
See the alien guy with the thing and they're...
No, that's Geordie.
No,
And he's not an alien. What?
There's the alien guy with the teeth.
Who are you talking about?
I may be thinking of Enterprise. Oh,
Are you thinking of DS9?
Are you thinking of Quark?
I'm thinking of Quark.
Yeah, no, Guinan is Whoopi Goldberg in a big stupid hat.
I remember that.
Croc is in... He's in Next Generation, isn't he?
No.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's one episode where there's like a crossover.
Yeah.
And I can't remember if it's an episode of Next Generation or of Deep Space Nine.
I
But
need the
there is a-
bathroom, so someone's going to need to take this.
There's if you want to do it.
Okay.
Go, Andy, go. It's PlayStation. I can't do anything with those controllers.
Now I'm Connor.
I'm sorry for you.
Doing a little shimmy.
Yell about Roman Reigns.
He's not cool!
He's not, that's
Really
true.
not.
That is true, he isn't. But anyway. So, goes to see Guinan.
Yes.
And he's like, I don't understand humor. And for some reason she then says, you know why? Because you're a droid and I'm annoyed. And he's like, what? And she's like, you're a droid, an android, and I am humanoid? Yes. That was a joke. Yes. I'm not laughing. And she's like, well, yeah. So the joke wasn't funny. And then she insists that the joke was funny.
No.
I don't even understand what the joke's supposed to be. Because she's not annoyed in that situation.
Yeah, I was reading it as like I am perturbed.
No, she
annoyed.
Yeah, no, she wasn't like in any way annoyed or confused or anything. She just said it. And that's an improvised joke from Whoopi Goldberg. It replaced a joke where she's talking about as a bartender, she has a responsibility to listen to what the customer has to ramble about.
Yeah.
and the customer has a responsibility to tell the truth about what they're rambling about, otherwise it's wasted honour. And that was the joke. And and then
that's okay.
Data goes, I don't get it. That's not a joke either. There is no joke here.
Yeah! I did it!
Oh, that's good.
So
I love it.
So that's how I got through that last level. Was getting really good at doing that.
That's good stuff. But yeah, so Data then later goes to the not the Hypnotoad, not the hologram. Oh, come on, what's it called? What's it called? Holodeck! So he goes to the Hypnotoad and asks to see what the people of the Enterprise have rated as the funniest person ever. And this is 1980s era Joe Piscopo. Do you know who Joe Piscopo is? Exactly!
Yeah. No one can hear you, Connor!
Connor knows who Joe Piscopo is. I had only ever heard of him in, just out of nowhere lines in The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Where they're talking about, yes, it was the magnificent year 1980-something. The young Joe Piscopo taught us how to laugh.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
See, I keep wanting to say, he's funny. He's a clown here to amuse you in some way. That's not the right guy.
No, yeah. Oh, Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny how? Funny like Joe Piscopo? Apparently not, because he's terrible. So he improv'd all of... What?
No! No one can hear you!
Turns out Joe Piscopo likes Donald Trump these days. Anyway, so back in the 80s, he's there and he's doing his stand-up shtick for an empty room that's just Data. Telling jokes about a briefcase shaped like a fish as the funniest thing he can think of. And it's just awful. It's just terrible.
We are bad at this stage.
And that was all improvised by him. And it's just... you can't really criticise bad comedy, because all you can really say is this isn't funny. What's he on about? Something, new Ghostbusters film. Sick burn! We're back, now pickled onion flavoured.
So, we're actually really good at this level when nobody's looking.
Yeah, I've just maxed
That's like
this
the
in one go.
first time. Also, I believe we've now unlocked a bonus stage.
Yay!
Maybe.
More ice.
Ice bridge to eternity! Let's see how this goes.
The words ice and bridge sound awful.
These guys have been placated with crisps, it's fine. Now, this one is...
I prefer the 90s versions of these characters on the bag.
These are the 90s.
Yeah,
versions.
are they the 90s versions?
They're the ones I'm thinking of, more extreme.
Oh, like the late 90s, early 2000s. Okay, so you the redesigns.
On popular
Which, to be fair,
wheat
are the
crisps.
ones I remember.
Oh, what the hell? We're talking about Monster Munch. It's a kind of crisps in England, so...
Let's have a type of crisp designed after monsters' feet.
Let's have a kind of kid snack designed after wheels. You never had Transformer snacks?
I thought you meant wagon wheels.
No, those made sense because they had also body ones that you put the wheels on and they're Transformers.
I want to take his wheels off.
How did they get away with that, by the way?
What?
Because
Transformers.
they are just things that transform.
I know, but they're not Transformers brand.
Yeah, but neither
Good
are
save.
the National Grid doesn't have to pay Hasbro
Right, why would they do that?
because
Because they
Transformers.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a
You're in
word.
your semantics.
Although, in fairness, they were called Transform a Snack. Not Transformers, the crisps, or whatever. Spaceballs, the reference.
Remember Tangy Tommies?
I do. They were the best ones.
I'd love it if Transformers had to pay,
Tangy
like
Toms.
the concept of electricity.
You need to find Tesla and give him money.
Tesla was the right person to have said.
Did he invent the Transformer?
Nerd.
Who invented
No,
the Transformer?
Isn't it one of those things where like everyone's like, Edison knows what's up, when actually it was Tesla?
Lots of things with Tesla.
Well, they both knew stuff.
Was Tesla the one that built a machine that destroyed his own house?
Possibly.
It made an
Those guys just no remorse from those guys.
it made an earthquake machine, if I remember rightly, and it destroyed his house.
I don't know why that tickles me as much as it does. But
Why would you make an earthquake machine?
quickly ignore the I wanted to say Dratinis, but that's a Pokemon. They're called Dantinis.
That's clearly the name of a trapeze artist.
What, Utini?
Dantini. Yeah, because you can do it in a big, like, overact, acting by pronouncing him as the Great Dantini!
I mean, legit, wasn't that?
Oh, maybe. I don't...
Like, I want to say he's like of the same kind of era as like Blondin. Like, here's a guy walking across the Empire State Eiffel Tower with a
Tap dancing
wire
on a
between
flagpole.
Oh, it's a spider!
He's dead now.
Spiders are legitimately terrifying sometimes.
The spider in I've never been like completely arachnophobic, but the spiders in Croc really creep me the out. Like really, I had nightmares about them as a child.
What about that badass
Grandma.
spider with the trainers from Donkey Kong Country 2?
I played Donkey Kong Country 2.
You get this cool spider buddy, and he's wearing like 8 Converse shoes, and he can make platforms appear wherever. Squid Spider breaks the game into 1,000,000 pieces.
Never been that big of a Nintendo guy. I liked them in retrospect, but when I was a kid, I didn't like. My first.
Oh!
He's okay, folks!
Yeah, but I probably missed a gem or something.
Well, no, because the only thing in this
Climb
bonus
back
stage
up.
is the jigsaw puzzle.
Oh, this is a bonus. Oh, right, yeah.
100%!